Hi, it's Kelly with Coffee Cups and Books, and today you choose what I read next month. But first, before we get into that, let's talk about the coffee cup of the day. It says, "You are my favorite." I was given this by a student a couple of years ago, and I really like it. It just reminds me of how sweet that student was. And it's a nice big cup. It's I can hold it with my little hand. Some cups are hard. I really like it. It's colored on the inside. I'm trying it today, chocolate Irish cream by Top of the Morning Coffee, and I really like it. It smells good. It tastes good. I've had coffee from that company before, and I really like it. So anyway, just wanted to say that. So today, we're going to go into my TBR closet. Please don't judge. And I'm going to pick 5 books from the top shelf on there, and you can choose in the comments which book you think I should read in the month of July. Now, at the end of the week, I'm going to look and see which book had the most votes, and that will be on my July TBR. So let's head on over to the closet. Okay, this is my TBR shelf in my closet. Try not to show you too much of my closet because, it's a bit messy. The books are double stacked. There's books behind the books on all of these. And I'm having to put books on top of books. It's out of control. So that's why I'm like, we need to take care of this. We need to get through some of this. So I thought out of the 5 books, we've got A Crown of Swords here. And then got The Tainted Cup. Obviously, I'm not going to put A Drop of Corruption on there because I haven't even read the first one yet. As you can see some of my other books. But I think let's do A Crown of Swords because I really need to finish this series. I've been dying to get to A Tainted Cup. What's over here? I've heard good things about The Woman in the Library. I've been wanting to read The Once and Future Witches, and I really should continue working on the Practical Magic series. So maybe those 5. Yeah, let's go back and talk about those. All right, well, I brought the books over, so let's talk about those. First, I've got, A Crown of Swords by Robert Jordan. This is book 7 in the Wheel of Time series. I've read books 1 through 6 and the prequel, New Spring, and I really need to get to this. I need to finish this series. I own all of the books except for the last one. I'm trying to find it in this mass market paperback edition. Not the new covers, but the old ones, because I have them all in this, and because I've started collecting them years ago, and so I want the last one in this series, and I cannot find it. I always look in my used bookstores to find it, and I haven't found it once. So anyway, I'm trying. But this follows book 1 follows a group of young adults from Edmonds Field, and if I'm saying that wrong, I'm sure I am. I apologize. It's a small village away from the big cities. And then one day, Moiraine and her warder Lan, she's an Aes Sedai, they come and just rock the world of these young people. And so what follows are quests, and basically it's this cycle. This is the wheel turns. It's a cycle like that ends in a battle between the Dark One and the Dragon Reborn. And then later on, it starts up again. And so it's about this age, this part of the cycle. So far I really like it. My favorite character, it's hard to pick because so many of them are so cool, but I really like Nynaeve. I like how spunky and she gets so angry so fast, and I really like her character a lot. I like Egwene as well too. So they're fun. So anyway, you can vote for this book. It's a chunky boy, but I do need to get to it. The next book I have is The Tainted Cup, which you recently saw in my 5-star predictions, because this is a 5-star prediction. I really want to get to this book. It just sounds so good. It's about an investigator who's apparently very brilliant but very quirky, and her assistant is known or has been genetically modified. I'm not sure if that's exactly it, but I know that her assistant has a perfect memory. So that's perfect for an investigative assistant. And it's Sherlock Holmes-esque. It's a mystery, but it takes place in a fantasy world. So that sounds so cool to me. So yeah, That's the next choice, The Tainted Cup. Also a little bit chunky. Not too bad, though. Not too bad. Let me see how many pages. 406, so not too bad. Next, we have The Woman in the Library by Sulari Gentill. This is a murder mystery that takes place in a library. Someone's been murdered, and so apparently there's 4 people who are in the reading room, in the room that this person was in, and they have to stay there while the police conduct their investigation. They're not letting them leave. And one of them is a murderer, and so they talk and get to know each other, and it just sounds really neat. I love books, I love libraries, so, and then a murder mystery sounds really cool. So I'm really interested in this as well. So this is a pretty short book, so not too bad, not too bad. The next book is The Once and Future Witches by Alex E. Harrow. I had deckled edges. I had to. This book takes place in 1893 during the women's suffrage movement. And there used to be witches a long time ago, but not anymore. But 3 sisters who are involved in the suffrage movement decide to look into witchcraft and spells and things like that, and use that to help in the suffrage movement. So, and then it says, hunted by forces who will not suffer a witch to vote, or perhaps not even live. That sounds really interesting. This is a thicker book. It's a pretty hefty boy, but I've heard it's excellent and it sounds really good. So this has been on my in my physical TBR closet for a while, so it is time that I read it. So The Once and Future Witches by Alex E. Harrow. And the last book you can vote on is The Book of Magic by Alice Hoffman. This is part of the Practical Magic series. I read Practical Magic earlier this year, and then I have read The Rules of Magic, I believe. I read another part of the series either last year or the year before, and I really liked it. This is about the Owens family, and they have a curse on them when it comes to love. And so parts of the family are trying to break that curse. And so they travel around the world where Maria Owens, the matriarch of the family who started it all, began practicing witchcraft. And so they are trying to break the curse and figure it out. I really like the 2 books I've read in this series. And yeah, I need to read the other 2. There's this one, and I think there's one more that I think is about Maria Owens. I haven't read that one. I forgot what that one's called. Watch, that one is The Rules of Magic. The one I think I read. But anyway, I need to continue with this series. So I only have 2 books to finish it. So I probably should read it. So not too bad. Not a thick book at all. So anyway, those are the books you can vote on. Which book do you think I should read? Vote in the comments below, and whatever book wins will be on my July TBR. If you like this book, give it a like. Please subscribe if you think that you can jive with my vibe. Yeah. And yeah, I would love to read any of those. Obviously, I own them. So please don't judge my TBR closet. I know it's bad, but yeah, it's my vice. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. And remember, life's too short to drink bad coffee. So don't do it. Bye.